Lagoland. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lagoland. Today we're looking at the timed edition Gambit from Mondo. Here we have a look at the box. Beautiful artwork with nice panels in the back. And the storyboard. Here are all the artists that made this happen. And some character designs from the series. Next up, we have all the accessories with Gambit. And you can see all of these things come with the timed edition. The regular edition is not that bad either. You just do not get the Mystique head and I believe a deck of cards. I may be wrong on that, but I think that's about it. That's the only things that the timed edition come with exclusively. I did forget to put the staff in this showcase, but it does come with a staff as well. Here's a closer look at the accessories. Here we have a shuffling card effect that comes with the hand, bending the card effect, the deck of cards, blaster. You also get the tithe box, energy, and the inhibitor collar. We also have a energy chain, a couple pairs of hands, and another energy effect. Here are the 3 head sculpts, not including the one on the figure, that come with the timed edition. A lot of these accessories are episode specific, so shout out to Mondo for making that happen. Let's look at the head portraits. Here we have the stoic face. This is just like a normal face that you put on Gambit. It comes with the figure. Here we have the Mystique in transition phase, and you can see the nice paint applications there with all the line work. Next we have the sports phase, I guess you could say. This is when they're playing sports. It'd be awesome if they came out with a sports version with the body and the shorts. That'd be great as a exclusive for Comic-Con. Let's take a look at the articulation. The head tilts about that much, side to side, up about this much, down about this much. Does have the collar. It is a little bit soft, but not too soft. Arms go about that high. We get a single jointed elbow, about 90 here. And it can go all the way around as well. The jacket does have a soft plastic to it, so it's easily bendable. And we have a twist here at the waist, but it's blocked because of the high areas in the hips. Wrists can rotate, go up and down. They kind of have a little bit of a ratchet in there, not too much. And then we have the diaphragm joint that bends about this much and goes about that high up, not too much on that department. Next up we have the legs, could do about that high. Do have a little bit of a thigh swivel hidden under there. And then the double jointed knees but they don't bend too much due to some of the sculpt. And now we have the ankles. They can rotate, go down about this much, and then up about that much. Here you can see the back of the figure where there is some line work on the coat and a little bit of the cell shading as well. Great paint apps on this figure. Not only that, there's some in the back, in the inside actually, there's some lines. If you're wondering if the jacket could come off, yes it can, but then you're left with arms with jacket sleeves, so. Here are some size comparisons with some other figures. Start off with some Mondos. Here we have the Batman from the Batman animated series. Has a hard time standing up, but hey, they're both on their bases, so here you can see how tall Gambit is and lanky he is compared to the Batman, which is a much wider figure. Next up we have Wolverine, and he's not on a base, but you can see he's a little bit shorter than Gambit, which is perfect. You know what? Let's take out the base. And here he is without the base next to Wolverine. And you can see he's still taller than Wolverine. And I would actually hunch Wolverine to make him a little bit smaller. You can see over there in the diaphragm that there's a lot of space there. Here we have Sabretooth, which towers over both of them and looks a lot beefier and heavier. Here's a shot from the X-Men animated official book to show the scale of these three. Let's put that base back on because the next few figures do have bases with them. Next up, we have Man-Bat from Mondo, Batman animated series line. There is a review up on my page. Make sure you check that out. He is much larger than this Gambit figure. Why not get a Hot Toys? Let's get a 1/6 Hot Toys in here. We have the Cyborg Spider-Man next to Gambit, and I think they scale pretty well. Totally different style, but they look good. Very 90s. And just in case you're wondering, here's a 112 Mafex figure next to the Mondo Gambit. And a 112 SH Figuarts Goku next to Gambit. The giant Gambit. So is this the best Gambit figure? Well, it depends on the collector, honestly. If you are looking for an animated series Gambit, this is probably the best looking Gambit you can find. It looks like it came straight out of the series. The paint applications, the cell shading. And I know that they did with the Magneto, they made it more like comic based with the con exclusive. I don't know how that would work with this one, but I love the cell shading on this. Look at the knee pads, look at the boots, a little shine everywhere. The painting is amazing. Articulation wise, it's not the greatest looking, not the greatest thing, but it moves enough. If you're like me and you like displaying your figures, you don't really have too much time to move them around too much, I think this is a great piece. You put it in a pose, you can actually control it, It's more than a statue, and it looks beautiful. For me, this is my favorite Gambit figure I have in my collection. Hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure you leave a like, and thanks for stopping by Llamaland. Peace.
Llamaland.